Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us back here at Nerds of the Apocalypse for Free Comic Book Day here at Heroes and Dragons in Columbia, South Carolina. I am actually here with one of our local artists, Wayne Vansant, and he's going to talk about a little bit of work that he does and show off what cool stuff he can do. So, you actually have a book right here.
Yes.
It's the graphic novel, I guess we can
Graphic.
call it.
Well, the graphic history of Gettysburg. Oh, I hate to correct you, but I'm not local. I'm from near Atlanta area, but you know.
Southeast
Pretty
sounds
close.
local to me.
Pretty close, yeah. Yeah, but it's called The Graphic History of Gettysburg, published by Zenith Press. I've done a lot of things like this over the years, but it's all of a sudden I'm starting to get some good press on these things, getting some good reviews and stuff like that, and have a publisher that pushes it nationally.
Good.
That makes all the difference in the world, because I've had publishers in the past that I'll do something like this and it'll just go right to the comic book store and go nowhere.
All right, so this is a graphic history of Gettysburg, America's most famous battle and turning point of the Civil War. Can you talk a little bit about the book?
Yeah, okay. Well, the reason I approached, I'd first done a book on Normandy for them, and I mentioned to them about a year and a half ago that the 150th anniversary of Gettysburg is coming up. It's a perfect time to do something like that. I have done a lot of Civil War things in the past, many of which are sold in the Battlefield Park bookstores. So I thought this would be a good seller.
Just the art cover itself, and you've actually written and illustrated this
Right.
as well.
Researched, wrote, illustrated, and other than that, a good editor that gave me some good ideas, about maps and stuff like that. I have a Eric Gill,
Wow.
which is very good editor.
So, I see right here, like the Emmitsburg Bridge.
Well,
Road right here.
you want to make it very clear what's going on. That's one thing that I think turns a lot of people against history, is it's confusing and they're not sure exactly what it's about. But basically what it is people, caught in a very difficult situation, but I give a clear history of the battle, what happened there, and it's already being used in some schools as a textbook.
Very nice. I'm actually looking right here on this page. If I can actually find the camera I want to work with, you can actually see the detailed art that he's actually shown with the map here. I'm more paying attention to this map because it looks really good.
Well, when you get down to it, what do you have from history? You have the photographs, and you have paintings or drawings of the battle, sketches that might have appeared in some of the newspapers at the time. But basically, I'm taking the story of the battle and putting the men in it, trying to make it look what it looked like, if you were actually experienced it. And it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, this right here just shows that. Like I spoke to you in the back a little bit, it really shows on how bringing American history into a different art form so kids can actually learn.
Right. Well, as I say, I've done a lot of things like this, and I'm doing more. I've got 2 more books coming out this year. One on the last year of the Army of Northern Virginia. It's just called Grant versus Lee. And another one called Bombing Nazi Germany, about the bomber campaign against Germany. And I'm also working on a book for them about Baron von Richthofen and the Red Baron of World War I.
Oh, that sounds interesting right there.
I'm working on a book about the Battle of the Bulge. I've got a full plate, as you can tell. And I'm also a project that is really close to my heart. I've been working on a long time, which is basically historical fiction. It's the same format. It's called Katusha, and it's about a Ukrainian girl on the Russian front in World War II. So I'm telling the story of that war that very few Americans know anything about,
right,
through the eyes of a girl that's just 16 when the war begins. And I love all history. I would do a history of Yugoslavia if I could. I just like history, and I find it interesting because it's about people. If you go to these countries and talk to these people, they'll be glad to tell you their story.
Oh yeah.
And it's a shame that not enough Americans know enough about our own history, and hopefully this can help them understand it a little bit better.
I truly think it will. So is this in the? I know you're from the Atlanta area. Is this in the Atlanta comic book stores there as well?
You know what? I tell you the truth. I imagine it probably is, but I know it's in Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
And it's available through ZenithPublishing.com, whatever their site is, and of course Amazon. It's available on Amazon. So It's done real well. They have promoted it very well, and we've had a lot of good reviews. As you'll see on the back, we have a little blurb from James McPherson, which is a Pulitzer Prize winning, probably the best Civil War store living today. So it's
button-down shirt.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, be sure to go ahead and pick up the graphic history of Gettysburg. I know I'm actually probably going to have to go on Amazon and pick it up myself because I like myself a little history.
Good deal.
Mr. Vansant, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us.
Enjoyed it.
And we'll see you guys next time.